Hey, I'm Chelsea Turner, and these are my friends.
Hey, okay.
Dylan.
So done.
Have you ever sent a text message while driving or looked down at your phone just to check it? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you are putting not only yourself at risk, but also the people around you at risk. According to the Federal Communications Commission, 11% of drivers aged 18 to 20 who were involved in an automobile accident and survived admitted that they were sending or receiving text messages when they crashed. I would like to describe to you the risk of texting and driving, the solutions to texting and driving, and the benefits of not texting and driving. The statistics for collisions caused by texting and driving are absolutely insane. And the statistics for teenagers that actually text and drive are even more insane. In 2011, at least 23% of auto collisions involved cell phones. That's 1.3 million crashes. That's crazy, isn't it? With this being such a high number, you would think that people would actually start putting their phones down while driving. However, that is obviously not the case. According to Guardchild, 56% of teenagers admit to talking on their cell phones behind the wheel, while 13% admit to texting while driving. Texting is a big reason of many auto collisions. Although all of these statistics show that teenagers text and drive, adults do it too. A truck driver texting while driving is 23.2 times more likely to get into an accident than a trucker paying full attention to the road while they are driving extremely heavy vehicles. As someone who is afraid of semi-trucks, that is a scary statistic. According to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, texting while driving is the same as driving after drinking 4 beers. Imagine how you would drive if you'd had 4 beers. That's how people who text drive. Teenagers have a lower tolerance of alcohol, so it only makes sense that teens are more at risk for accidents. We have very strong taboos against drinking and driving. Kids don't drink and drive every day, but some kids are out there texting and driving 7 days a week, and they admit it, Dr. Andrew Adams said. Knowing how dangerous this is, you'd think it would be more taboo than that. Now that we know the statistics on how many people text and drive, let's get to the statistics on how many people get killed from texting and driving. According to the Insurance Institution for Highway Safety, 11 teen deaths every year are caused by texting and driving. Did you know that texting while driving is a leading cause of death among teenagers, surpassing drinking and driving? More than 3,000 teens die each year in crashes caused by texting and driving. That is 3,000 deaths too many. A crash typically happens within an average of 3 seconds after a driver is distracted. You don't think anything could happen in 3 seconds. Texting in cars and trucks causes over 3,000 deaths and 330,000 injuries per year, according to a Harvard Center risk analysis study. Texting drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a crash than non-texting drivers. In 2012, 3,328 were killed in distracted driving crashes. 77% of young adults are somewhat confident that they can safely text while driving. Newsflash, you can't. Want to hear something even worse? 55% of young adult drivers claim it's easy to text while they drive. It may be easy, but it's also extremely easy to crash while texting and driving as well. In order to change these statistics, there needs to be some change in the law. According to the NCSL, commonly known as the National Conference of State Legislators, 14 states, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands prohibits all drivers from using handheld cell phones while driving. No state bans all cell phone use for all drivers, but 37 states and District of Columbia ban all cell phone use by novice or teen drivers, and 20 states and District of Columbia prohibit any cell phone use for school bus drivers. 44 states, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands bans text messages for all drivers. These laws greatly help us to stop using our phones while we drive. However, the laws can only be useful if we all make sure to follow the laws. It would be great if all 50 states banned any cell phone use while driving. It is true that if states buckle down on their laws, that we will be driving in safer situations. But it all starts and ends with you. The end results of not texting and driving are less harmful for you and your fellow drivers. In this day and age, it is hard to be without your electronic devices, but stay away from your cell phone while driving could keep you alive. If you put your phone down and focus on driving, just think of the lives you could save, including your own. Overall, the benefits of not texting and driving greatly outweigh the harms of texting while you drive. In conclusion, texting while driving is the most selfish thing you could do. Just think of all the lives you could save by just putting your phone down and paying attention to the road. I know it will make a lot of people feel a lot safer if everyone would just disconnect from their phones and drive their vehicle with their undivided attention. If we all work together and pledge to stop using our phones while we drive, the world will be a much safer place. Doesn't that sound more comforting to you? Thank you for your time.